Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to video number 3 in this 3-part series. This is the final episode. So, in the first episode we learned how to survive, we built our base and we built our first mining ship to be more efficient. In video number 2 we upgraded and we learned how to thrive, building out a better mining rig, assembler and large storage container. We've also finished off the medical room and added the H2 compartment on top so it's easy to access and easy to get to. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into space, which is kind of the objective here all along. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to our components area here. And first of all, we're going to just build out some light armor blocks. We'll need to get some steel tubes out to be able to do this. So we'll just do that now. We've got those. Perfect. All right, so let's just build out here. And we're going to build out somewhere like 5 or 6 blocks. So doesn't matter too much, but we just want a bit of space. And then what we can do is build back here just a little bit of a platform. Just so we've got something to work from. And that's going to give us just a little space to work from, to move around if we need to. And we can remove this later if we need to, but this is effectively going to become our building platform. Okay, so what we're going to do before we do anything else is we're going to drop down a landing gear. A landing gear is going to give us the ability to just build our ship. So we don't want this big landing gear, so we're going to press the button again to put a smaller one down. And we do want to kind of face it the right way, so we'll just put it here, just like so. Alright, so now we've got our landing gear down. This is going to be like the cockpit of the ship, and we're going to build it back this way. Make sure it's long enough. If you're unsure how long your ship's going to be, start with the cockpit at this end and work your way back. But I'm going to just do it like this. It's okay for me. So what we're going to need is press G, get rid of these 2 blocks. We're going to need a cockpit. So we'll build a cockpit. After that, we're also going to need some tubes. So let's look at some conveyors. We're going to use small conveyors. So we'll do the T-junction, curved conveyors. We'll be able to do that. And we're going to have this going into a cargo box. So we're going to go for a small cargo container. No, sorry, we're on a medium cargo container. I apologize. So we'll go for a medium cargo container. So the cockpit into a cargo container. We're also going to want to put a connector on that so we can connect that up. And then we're going to want some more tubing. And that is going to go into... we're going to want a H2O generator. So the idea, what I'm thinking here is when we get into space, we're going to want hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen comes from water. So we're going to need a way to find ice and then convert that into hydrogen and oxygen so that we can survive in space. So the H2 is going to be the best for that. All right, so let's just build out our cockpit. We're going to put that on here like so. And we'll build it out as we go along. I'm going to need to grab these parts. I should have them. No, still going to build a few more parts. So everything should build nice and quickly now. So we shouldn't really be waiting for too long. Yeah, we've pretty much got all of that. So we can build this out. And we've upgraded our tools as well. So everything's a little bit quicker now, which is nice. Perfect. All right, so that's now at 100%. So now what we're going to do, we've got these 2 here. But we're going to want to build some cargo. Now, if we look at the medium cargo, it's got a small on the side there. There's a small one on the side. So what we're going to want to do here is build this. But we're going to want to build these connectors first. So what we're going to do is, using this, we'll just go this way. So we're going to go into a single. We need to build... okay, let's just come into here. We need... just say maybe like 50 of those. Perfect. So we'll put this on here like so. We'll put one on that side as well, but we're just going to rotate that around. And then we're going to go for a T-junction, which is number 5. And let's just rotate that. There we go. All right, so now we've got from these 2, which is going to be the cockpit, coming into this section. Let's just weld this up. Grab 1, 2, and 3 parts. Hopefully, yep, we've got enough for that. Now they're red because there's no power. We have no power at the moment, but that's connected up, so that's all good. And now we're going to put in our container. Now we're going to have a a docking port on here, but I'm thinking when we land, when we dock, we're going to dock on top of this. So we'll put the dock on the bottom. We could build it onto the side. That is absolutely possible, but we're going to build out the side of this ship. We don't really want it on the top, although we could dock on the bottom, top, but we're going to go for the bottom. So in order to do that, we need to rotate this round like so, and then we just place this simply like this. Now it's in the air, so that's good, and it's connected to this single port here. So that double goes into the single into this container. I just find out what I'm missing here and go and grab it. Perfect. All right, so now that's built. We need to build our container as our thing as well. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to grind out this square underneath because I don't want to connect to that. I need a little bit of space here to be able to do this. And we're going to come back a little bit as well. So on here, I'm going to press number 8. I might need to just grind out this one as well, just so I can get under here. All right, there we go. So I'm going to make sure I flip that underneath so it's the right way. And there we go. That is going to be our dock. So we can dock our ship. That's going to go there just like that. So let's just build this out. Right, need some more stuff here. Right, I don't have enough, so I'm just going to print some stuff out. We'll build up what we can. And it's starting to rain, but that's all good. All right, finish this off. All right, so now we've got our connector, so that works. All right, so now we need to think about, well, what are we going to do next? Well, we said we wanted to build out this. So if we look at this, this is the... It's quite simple. It's an O2 H2 generator. So this O2 H2 generator has got 2 ports on it. So we're going to want to flip it around. But we're going to want to go from a single to a double. So pretty much opposite of what we did before. Now, I guess you could argue that we could, in fact, have this connected to the cab, but then you're going to have this big door at the back, and we didn't want the big door onto here because then we wouldn't have an exit port. So we're going to do it this way. It does make a lot of sense to do it this way. We're going to have another T-junction that we had before, so I'm going to flip that around like so, and then we're going to go back from these connectors that we had like so, and one on the other side. Now, these connectors actually aren't going to work, and the reason for that is this is good to have connectors, but we need conveyors, because we're actually going to need to convey stuff around this system. So if I go to type in here conveyor, we want a small, not a sorter, we want a small conveyor. Here we go, small conveyor. So this is actually going to convey stuff, and it's quite important that we need that. So what we're going to do here is, the front one's okay, that's all fine. But for these, we're actually going to not use these. We're going to instead chuck on these conveyors as such. Right, let's go and get these built up. So I've got 2 of these. Yep, we've got enough components for that, so that's great. And again, it's good to have these... pipes here, but these need to be conveyed so we can pull stuff through. So from the front's okay, we don't need any on there, but on here we're going to have these conveyors, and then that is going to lead to this, which we actually need to flip. And if we look on the sides, there's nothing on the sides, so the size doesn't really matter, but we do need to make sure that we do it that way. Oh, we need some steel plates, so it looks like we've run out of those. Oh wow. Really? Did we not have any steel plates? That's crazy. Oh, we do. There we go. It was just in a bore cargo, so that's fine. Oh, we got some there as well in the assembler. Okay, so that's another reason why we should be pushing stuff through. We haven't done that, but that's okay. We can deal with that later. So, all right, just to double check again. Yep, that's fine. Connect that up. Build this. Just missing a few parts here, so just wait until we get those large steel tubes. All right, so there's our generator. So that's going to generate. We'll put our water in there, and then that's going to generate hydrogen for us. So that's great. All right, so now we need to think about what do we need next off the back of this. So we've got everything here that we need. Now we could, if we wanted to, if we want to make this big enough, we could add anything here really. I mean, what do we want to take into space? If we need to respawn, we could take out a survival kit. We could take out, if we wanted more storage capacity, we could take that out. There's a few things that we could do here. But ultimately what we really want to do, we could also put like a different engine and things like that on here, but we're not going to mess about with too much. What we do want, though, what we do need is going to be a battery. Battery is going to be really important for us. So we're going to grab a battery. So we've got a little bit of charge, not too much, but a little bit of charge. And we'll just chuck that on the back here. So doesn't really need to connect. Again, if we want to, we can build out more stuff in the future. We've got that ability, but for now, we're just going to chuck a battery on here and then let's just weld that up. Okay, just missing a few parts. Alright, and that battery's got a tiny bit of charge in it, but what we're seeing now is these are now green because the battery's working, so the battery is powering this, so that's all good. Alright, so that's kind of the basics of our ship. We've got a cockpit, we've got a cargo container, we've got our O2H2 generator, and we've got our battery. So now, just taking out the parts that we've already built because we don't need those anymore, we need to look at hydrogen. So we're going to need some hydrogen tanks. Again, we can use a hydrogen engine if we want to. It actually has its own, this one has its own internal hydrogen tank. So what we're going to do is we're not going to use that. We could, but what we're going to use is small hydrogen tanks, and then we're going to look at thrusters. So we're going to want some hydrogen thrusters, which we haven't actually unlocked yet. I'm sure we'll unlock those in a minute when we put these tanks on. So these are the small little tanks. We're going to put them, we're going to dot them around the ship. So just kind of looking at where we're going to do this and how we're going to do this. I think we need to have our first one up here. We're going to put one just here. And I'm also going to put one just here. So we're going to have 3 on this side. And then we'll come on, we'll do the same thing on this side as well. So we'll put one just here, one just here, and one just here. So there we go. We've got our 6. They're all nice and lined up. You can see there, and we're going to just build these out now. So these are going to convert. We'll pump our hydrogen from here into these tanks. Right, let's go ahead and just finish building these. Right, we just need these parts. Right, so nothing's in the build planner, so we're going to go for 1, 2, just to start with. We'll build those out. There we go, everything's there. That was nice and quick. We'll get these up to 100% just so they're done. Then we'll come on this side and we're going to go 1, 2, and then we'll grab this one, which is 3. Hopefully we've got enough materials for this. We'll find out in a minute. Still a few things that we need. There we go. Everything we need now we've got. We can build out these 3 parts. Making sure that the connector port's here at the top, because that's what we're going to convey into. Okay. So that's looking good so far. Alright, now what we need to do is we need to start thinking about thrust. So we're going to want to put some thrust onto this to make it go. And we didn't have access to those before, so we do now. Hydrogen thrusters, there we go. So we've got those. We only want small ones. They're only tiny. And so what we'll do is we'll put 2 at the front here. We'll have 1 there and 1 there. So that's going to be our, if we need to go backwards, that will be our backwards thrust. We're going to need some forward thrust as well. And probably a little bit more in this instance. So we're actually going to, just thinking about how I'm going to do this. I think what we'll do is we'll put a T-junction on the back here. Like so. We'll do the same on this side. And then what we'll do is we'll put 2 thrusters on here, like so. And then we'll put some...
energy low.
and we'll sort that out in a minute. Actually, no, we're going to want to put some conveyors on here, aren't we? We'll do... Oh, no, we've got the... yeah, we're going to want to convey from that. We'll put a conveyor there, like so. And then we'll just put underneath, like so. And then we can put these thrusters on here. We can go 1, 2. And then we can go 3, 4. Perfect. Right, let's go and sort our energy out quickly. Very nice. Alright, you can see we built a huge ramp that we didn't even need. It's such a tiny ship. But it's all good. It's all good. Alright, let's get all these parts built up. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3 and 4. We'll build out what we can. And then we're almost done. Few bits we need. There we go. That's all the parts. And then we'll do the same for this side. So we're going to grab 1, 2, 3 and 4. We'll just queue that up to build. And then that will be the back thrusters done as well. So just a few more bits we need to grab there. Okay. There we go. All the parts are now there. Much quicker now. So you can see how much more effective we are now at building quickly and getting things done. Okay, so now that's done. So now we've got our backwards thrusters and we've got our forward thrusters. Now what we need to do is put side thrusters on here. So we need to be able to move. Like that. We need to be able to move. So we can put some more connector blocks on here. So if we press 4, we can actually put some on here, like so. We could also put some on here like this. So if we do that, we're going to connect those two together. And then we can also put them on here to connect those two together. That works. And then on here, do the same on the other side. We can put on here. And then also on here. And then we just need some tubes to connect everything up, which we don't actually have normal tubes. So go to conveyor, and we just want a small conveyor tube. So that will be number 9. We'll put that one there like so. And then one there like so. Alright, so we're just going to get these parts built up. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll come over the other side and we'll just do all of it together. So 4, 5 and 6, and then we're also going to need 7, and we didn't put that one on there, so 8. Right, that's all we can do in the build planner. So we're just going to get all of that built up. There's quite a lot of parts there. We'll grab out what we can and just come along here. So start building out some parts while we're waiting. And then when we go back, grab some more parts. Go around the other side, do the same thing. Excellent, and then we just do these ones on the front here. So yeah, that's just the parts we were missing, which we've actually got. So we've got so many materials that we're able to really quickly produce everything we need here. All right, this is starting to look good. Starting to look good. It's almost done. I think we're almost ready. So now we've got the ability to, let's just put these on here. We're going to need some side thrust. So we're going to need some side thrust. If we need to come this way, we can put these on here. So we can go for one there and one there. So we've got that way. We don't need any more than that. Any more than that will be a bit too much. We can also go for these ones this side. Just rotate that around and we'll go one there and one there. Okay. And then we're also going to need top and bottom. So we don't actually have top and bottom at the moment, so we can do that as well. Now, thinking about where I'm going to put those and how I'm going to do it, I'm probably going to put one here. And then actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one at the back here. I'm going to do it like that instead. So I'll put one at the back here. I'll put that one there. And then I'm actually going to remove this one here. I'm not going to have one there. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one here on the back. So I'll do it that way. So I've got front and back. And then also I'm going to want to put them underneath as well. Now I can't put them underneath there, so I can put them underneath here. Actually, no, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. So we'll go there, and we'll go on top. Yeah, that works. So we'll put all three around here like that. And that way we don't need that one or that one on there. We'll leave that one just for the back. And then that is going to have that on there. And that's going to be the same on this side. So just bend down underneath. Okay, so we just got 3 on there and 3 on there. So that's going to be the 2 going this way, the 2 going up, 2 going down. That's fine. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So we've got the 2 here. We're going to have... So there's 4 now giving us vertical frost. And there's also going to be 4 giving us downward frost as well. We'll put those on there. And then we'll just get rid of that one there. Perfect. So, yeah. Quite a lot of these we need to build now. Just check there's nothing in our build menu. And we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll run around the other side. We're just going to say 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we're definitely not going to have all the parts to build this. So we'll get that refinery working. And then we'll just start with what we've got. So, wow, we're really short. Need those metal grids. Okay, they should hopefully be coming through. 2 there. Go and get some more large steel tubes. Most of it's done now, so we're getting there. And then, okay, a few more components. Still looks like we're okay at the moment. If we have to go out mining and get some more resources, we can obviously do that, but I'm hoping... Yeah, we're getting close. Alright, so that's that side done. And that's it, all components withdrawn, so we are good to go. So now I need 1 for this, 2, 3, and 4. Just print that stuff off because we know we haven't got anything left. And while that's printing, we're just going to go and get some energy or some power for the suit. Perfect. We are going to have to go and get loads and loads of water to take out with us. We're going to have to fill our cargo up with water. Or some ice, should I say, just to get us out. And we also need to set this ship up. It's not just about building it. It's also about making sure we set it up so it works. And we'll talk through that in just a second. Alright, so that's pretty much done. Now, the only thing we want to add, this is almost done, but we actually want to have some normal thrusters as well. So I'm going to take our standard atmospheric thrusters that we've got, and we can chuck a few of those on here as well. Doesn't really matter where we put them, but we're going to look at center of gravity, because that makes sense. We don't have any steel plates at the moment, so we're going to need to grab some of those, because without steel plates... Wow, we've got no steel plates left. That's crazy. Alright, let's just produce 100 of those. We'll just take a couple of them out at the moment. Alright, just for production. Alright, so I'm thinking we'll put here. It doesn't really matter where they go, but I'm thinking we put them here. We don't want to go too far down, so we can leave that like that and go 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do the same on this side as well. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to build these up. So we're going to be missing some parts. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Come around the other side. We're going to need 4, 5, and 6. Let's just go and get those built and grab as much as we can. Yeah, we're missing loads of parts here, so... hopefully it won't take too long, though. I'm still waiting on those construction components, so... oh, we're getting them. Alright, so whilst we're waiting on that, we'll wait for those parts. We're not going to sit and wait and do nothing. So whilst we're waiting on those parts, we're also going to want to put a gyro on. So we'll grab a gyro. Grab that. And then we're going to also going to want to get a... let's think about this. I guess we could put an ore detector on there if we wanted to, so we can detect ore. But it's got a very limited radius, and we're going to be in space, so... we're going to go and find some asteroids. We're probably just going to scout those asteroids. But we could... we're not really going to fly around an asteroid in a ship. So I don't think we need an ore detector. We will, however, get an antenna. And I don't think we can get an antenna until we've built a beacon. So let's grab a beacon first. We're just going to literally slap that on the back and build it up. We need a small steel tube, which I believe we should actually have. Yeah, got loads of them. And we need a computer as well. Alright, let's see if we've got any computers in stock. I don't think we have. I think we've used all of the computers up. So, alright, go to production. We're just going to make 10 of those, but we're going to put those up first. Alright, I don't think we can make anything else. It looks like we've run out of material. If I have a look at our inventory... yeah, we've run out of iron. We've got a lot of stuff, but we have no iron. So we need to go farming. We need to go farming. We need to go and get some iron ingots. So we can't actually build any more here at the moment. Okay. So let's just stop that for a minute. I just want to see if we can build this. So let's just... there we go. We're just going to build that up, and then we've got new blocks. So we don't want the beacon, but we do need the new blocks for it. So also, if I come on top here, I'm going to think about where we're going to put this gyro. So we kind of need a bit of space for this. I'm thinking maybe we just chuck it down there. Alright, that can just live there. Alright, we are 7 sheets short here, so we're not going to be able to finish this off. Oh, we can get it to almost perfect. So we've got the gyro on there. So then the last thing we're going to want to build is an antenna, which we can now build. We'll grab the antenna. Actually, I want to put the antenna here. Doesn't really matter. But I'm going to actually put the antenna down here. Just need to rotate that around. Oh. Wait a sec. That's it. No. There we go. Like that. So there's the antenna, and then I'm thinking we'll put the gyro in here instead. So nice and easy. We'll just stick it to the side there. Can't quite get it functional at the moment, but we can see we've got enough there. All right, so I mean we are good to go. So the only thing we're currently missing, I don't know if we've got enough parts for this one. I think we have. We're going to see just how short we are. I mean, we're very, very close to finishing this. Very, very close. So, yeah, that's where we're short. Okay, so we can't get the rest of these thrusters. That's what we're missing. All right, so let's go and drop off everything we don't need, component-wise. We'll get rid of this stuff that we don't need anymore. And we actually need to just go over to our mining ship. Jump in here. And now make sure that we've got our batteries on. You can see they're green. That's okay. So we're just going to undock. And yeah, let's head over. We need to go and get some iron. So we know we've got iron. We know it's over here. We've got cobalt, iron, and nickel, which is really nice. Oh, we don't actually want to go too fast. Right, we have these lights on, but they're not actually that good. I don't think we've got any on the sides. We need more lights. We're definitely missing lights. So let's come down so we're a bit closer. There's the iron. You can see it there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much drill straight down towards this at the moment. I'm going to kind of go at this sort of an angle. And we're just going to bore straight down towards this. I don't think we've done it in this ship yet. I don't think we've needed iron for quite some time, so... We'll just keep going down until we see it. It's actually quite close to the surface, so we should find it quite soon. There it is. Alright, so now we're starting to find this, and there's actually quite a few things here. So we've got not just iron. But we can grab the iron that we need. It'll process for ages. We'll grab the nickel that we need as well, because they're both together, which is perfect for us. We can grab both of those. Mostly iron is what we're getting. Alright. Now, we probably picked up a load of stone there. Actually, not too bad, but we're just going to dump that out the top. Because we just don't need stone. It's not that much, to be honest. Alright. We are good, so let's head back. Again, this is just a much, much better ship now. It's so easy to be able to get in and out with this. Be careful we don't smash up our thrusters on the way out. But that was it. Now, the other thing that we can do to this ship is we can actually put some sorters on here. So I'm going to do that before we go any further. And the reason I want to do that is because I don't want to collect any stone anymore. Right? We really don't need stone. And we talked about this before. Oh, overshoot a little bit there, remembering that we're a lot heavier now. We're almost 40,000 kilograms, so yeah, overshot a little bit there. I'm just going to be careful as we come back. Get that connector on. Alright, so coming in close, spinning it round, and then making sure we line everything up. And most important part here is with the cameras. So I tend to go one way first, so I'll get to close here like this, and then I can just kind of line up the other way as well to make sure we're there we go, and we're on. Great. So now we can lock that off. Now that's locked off, all of this stuff's going to start pumping through, as you can see, which is nice. We haven't got anything to worry about there, so we'll take all of that. We're actually going to... This is in the bore cargo at the moment. We actually want to... We don't want any of this in the bore cargo. So let's, as we jump out, let's just grab this from the cargo. So I'll grab this out. These are the parts we don't need. The rest of it's all going to come through, so that's fine. We'll just leave that to do its job. And we're going to come back down to here. And then we're just going to dump those parts off that we don't need. Alright, so any parts that we need now should be made. We can grab that one. We need that and that just to finish these two off. Alright. Yeah, that's going really nice and quick now. Alright, last one. That should be it. Just a few more pieces. Yeah, just need those construction components now. Which I don't know. Oh, it's not even producing them. So, all right, let's go back. Let's just check. Get rid of that. All right, just to clear everything off, we're gonna right-click, see what we're missing. Come back here. Tell it what we need. Right now, it's just building those. There we go. Done. And there we go. Our ship is built. We are ready to go. Now we can tidy this up. We can put some extra things on this. We can also leave the landing gear on here as well if we want to. We can build that up. We could move it a little bit if we wanted to. But if we take this landing gear off now, this ship's gonna fall. So yeah, if we wanted to, we could just build up this landing gear. So we've always got a landing gear, so when we try and land, we can do that. And there we go. One ship. One ship that works really well. So what we need to do now, we just need to build a connector. So this is going to be very simple. We just do one more connector. And this one we're just going to stick on the top here. So we just jump up here, spin that around on top here. We need a steel plate to be able to put that down. So we'll just grab a steel plate, put that down. All right, make sure we've got that built. Alright, so we've got that in construction. It's going to need a few more pieces, so we'll just wait for that to finish. It's doing that now. It won't take too long. Once we've got all the pieces for that, we'll build that connector, and then we'll be able to put this ship up there. The other thing that we're going to need, and I don't know if we've got any at the moment, is we're going to need some water, some ice. So, yeah, we've got like we'll take like 1,000 ice out just for now. Just so we've got a little bit of ice, because that's what's going to power the hydrogen, so we're going to need that. We should be able to put that in the medium cargo container. Oh, look at that. Straight into the generator. So that now has gone into the generator, but as you can see, it's starting to burn down already. We don't actually want to do that at the moment. So let's jump in here. Press F, and then all we're going to do is we're going to turn the power off. There we go. Jump back out, and the power is now off. So that's fine. And that way we're not wasting these thrusters at the moment, because we don't want to burn through all of that just by sitting idle. Alright, let's see. Hopefully this is now finished. We can grab all of our parts. Finish building off this connector. Excellent. Alright, let's go and put this ship on that connector. So, what we're going to do is we're going to power it up. And then hopefully, by doing so, we're going to unlock the ship, park and released. There we go. We have a working ship. Now, we don't have a lot, so we want to make sure we're being kind of careful. It's very powerful thrusters, so need to be a little bit careful how we're moving. But there we go. We're locked on. So now that we're locked on, what we need to do is we can power... I guess we can power down the ship for a moment. It's not ideal that we just crash like that, but we need to set the ship up. So in order to do that, we can press K. And now we can start to look at all of the parts that we've got here. So the first one we're going to have is this connector. We're going to want to make sure that we lock this. So let's just manually lock it for now so it's locked. So that's now on. And we need to rename this as well. So let's have a look at everything we've got where we are at the moment. So... okay. We've got our 6 hydrogen tanks. We don't actually need... we don't need to do anything there, so... we can auto refill these tanks. So that's good. If we need to refill those, we can do that. These 6 hydrogen tanks, they're fine. They're all going to show up as well. We can create a group, so we're going to call these... so we need a name for this ship, so let's just call it... I know it's not all... we're just going to call it ship for now. And we're going to call these hydro tanks. We're going to save the 6 of those. Now, we don't need to look at those, so we're going to turn them off at the terminal, so we're not seeing them. Okay, that's perfect. And then we've got all of these thrusters that we're building up. So we've got the atmospheric thruster, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to give these a block name. And we're going to call this ship. V for vertical. Atmosphere thrust. So vertical atmosphere thrust. Okay, so now we've got that. We don't need to see these either at the moment, so we can turn them off because we don't need to see them. We're not going to need to see them in the toolbar either because we've got the group, so that's fine. All right, so we've got the hydro tank, so that's done. We've got that as well, so that's done, so that's good. All right, what else do we need here? The battery. So the same thing as we always do with a battery. So we're going to name this. We're going to call it, it's very simple, ship battery. I know it's a boring name, but it is what it is. This is going to become ship cockpit. And then we've got our ship connector. So ship dock connector. Okay. And we'll just call this one the ship gyroscope. And the ship antenna. Okie dokie. And the ship. We can get rid of the media. Ship cargo. Perfect. Oh, and we've also got the... we'll just call that Gen. That's fine. All right, amazing. So that's everything that we've got on the ship. Now, the next thing we need to look at is all of these hydrogen thrusters that we've got. So we've got a lot of hydrogen thrusters, but we don't want to be wasting them. So this is going to be very expensive, especially in atmosphere. So what we need to look at is we know that we've got 4 of these on the back, right? These are our forward thrusters. We've got 4 of them on the back. So what we want to do is we want to put these 4 in a group on their own. So this one is going to be ship, and then this is going to be ship, and we're going to call this forward thrust. But this is going to be ship hydro forward thrust, okay? And then everything else that we've got, all of these others, which is the backside, everything else, we're going to create a grip for this. We're going to call it ship. We're going to call this... we can call it anything we want. I'm just going to call it gyro thrust. Because it's basically all of the other thrust in all of the other directions. So gyro thrust, so we're going to save that as well. All right, that's a lot of commands that we've just set up, or a lot of groups that we've just set up. But the idea of doing this is that now I can come out of this screen and press G. And here is all of these that we've got. There's a lot here. And what we need to do is if we go to our groups, anything that's shipped now. So if we just type ship, we're only going to see... In fact, if we go all blocks and type ship, we're only going to see the stuff that we've now got set up for the ship here, or the groups. So this is what we first off need to do. When we're leaving the atmosphere, we're only going to want to use this, which is going to be our vertical thrust. We need to toggle this block on or off, okay? Then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to move into hydrogen thrust. So we're going to want to toggle that block on or off. And then we're going to want, once we're out into space, we're going to want our gyro thrust. So we've got hydro thrust, forward thrust, so forward thrust, gyro thrust, and atmosphere thrust. All right, that's the first thing we want. Then what we're going to need, that's pretty much it for here. We don't need anything for our... That's all of our thrust. So then if we come back and we have a look at the rest of our tools, we've got ship docking container. That's going to be as normal. And ship battery. So as normal, we're going to put this in space 8. And this is going to be our switch lock. And we're going to put this in slot 9. And this is going to be our recharge. So as normal. And that's it. That's what we kind of need to get out into space. And that's going to get us up, out, and sort us out. So, yeah, everything at the moment is kind of good. We're actually good to go right now. So the main thing we want to do at the moment, because we're here, is we want to change this to 9. And that's going to put us into recharge mode. And now we can actually press Y, turn everything on, and then we can turn off all of our thrusters. So all of our thrusters are off. Oh, it looks like we missed one. Looks like we missed one thruster. So we actually need to go back. So let's just turn our power off just for a moment. And go back and find out where we made a mistake. So that's going to be... we're going to need to go and press K first. So this will be the gyro thrust. It's this one here. Look, we missed this one. So we're going to add that. We're going to add that. And then we're going to save that. Okay, and then if we come back out again, turn the power on. All right, so the problem is we've added it. We have added it, so okay. But the problem we have here, we need to press K. If we type on gyro thrust, we actually need to turn this one off for a minute, just for a second, so not to include it. In fact, we can probably do that manually at the moment. We can just toggle the block off. There we go, even easier. So now if we go to gyro thrust, we're going to have all of these plus that one. Excellent. Save that, and then the other thing we can do is change the name of this. So this is going to be spaceship, and call that spaceship. Now we can see we've got our static grid. All right, so now if I turn these on, excellent. So this is all of our side thrusters. We're checking they're working. Also the bottom ones, we want to make sure everything's working. Yep. Oh. No, we've got a problem. Can you see how we've actually put one on the wrong way round? That could be an absolute disaster. If that was connected, that could cause us all sorts of problems. So, good that we noticed that. And this is why we do our test. This is our pre-flight tests. We're going to just remove that. We'll grab our thruster from here. Hydrogen thruster. And we'll put it on here. There we go. We just need to make sure we spin it around so it's facing the right way. And yeah, just pretend that never happened. We'll edit that out. I'll leave it in. I'm only joking. All right, we're good to go. So let's jump into our ship. All right, now we've got everything that we need. We're connected to the dock, which is great. But if we haven't got the dock available to us, like, for example, if we're landing on a... let's say we're going to land on an asteroid or something like that, we can just dock the front of the ship. And we could probably lower that just slightly, one little half square, so that's lower. But that should be fine. We'll see. I don't want the dock connector. Don't want to land on the dock connector. But we'll see how that works. We should be fine. All right. So we're pretty good at the moment. So we're not going to press P because we don't want to unpark. But we're completely docked up at the moment. We're recharging. So we've got our recharge on, which means we should have full battery soon, but we've got no H2, so we need to go and get... Right, the next thing we need to do now, and this is the biggest problem we're going to have, we need to go back to our other ship. So the ship is built, the ship is ready to go. There is our spaceship. Now again, we could add some detailing and make it all look nice and pretty, and maybe later, but for now this is just, we're just testing the concept for now, making sure it works. But for now I need to come back over to here, into this ship. Just check that our ship is empty. It's not. We've got some stuff in cargo. It's really random how it keeps like chucking stuff into the cargo. And I can't even grab it out of there. So let's just grab that stuff. Try and figure out why it's doing that. Oh, I think it's just a setup and everything. I need to just play about with it a little bit. All right, let's dump all of that in there and let's come back up here and check in our ship. It's put it back. It keeps putting it back. All right. So, that's a problem. that's a problem. It'll be to do with this sorter that we've got here. Do you know what? Let's just leave that sorter off for now. Right, they should not be in there. They should be in there. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put these into the large cargo and leave them there. And hopefully they won't go back. So if we go back to our ship now, I'm hoping that should be empty. Perfect. Okay, good. Right, so let's jump into this ship. And we're going to take off one more time. So just check. Yep, these are charged. That's fine. We're going to unlock. And we're going to go. We've got one more journey to do. We need to do like a reset camera. So we're going to head this way. Because if you remember, it's a beautiful day, by the way. We're getting ready to go into space now. We want to go and get some ice. So we need a lot of ice. And, I did tell you there was one more thing I was going to do, and I didn't do it. So let's go back and do this right now before we head out. I did say there was one more thing I wanted to do. And I keep forgetting to do this, so... we're just going to go and land at the moment. We're actually empty, so we don't need to go and dock this or anything like that. We're going to go and land just here for now. Alright, so just carefully putting this down. Alright, perfect. Let's just jump out of there. Alright, so a couple of things that we can do. We've got the gyro on the side there. That's fine. That works. But I'm going to... okay, so I'm actually going to move this. So let's take the ore detector off. And we're going to take off... yeah, we're going to take off this thruster as well. And on the other side, we're going to take off this thruster as well. And we're going to add more thrusters. So let's go to... you'll see why in a second. It will make sense. So atmospheric thrusters. And then we need the ore detector. Not the gyro, sorry, the ore detector. We'll grab that. We want to make this blue. And we also want to make sure we're using this first. So what we're going to do is put it here like this. Whoops. Okay. Don't know why that just died on us, but it did. So we're going to put that top and bottom like so. Perfect. We can leave everything there. I don't know why that just decided to... interesting that we connected something and it just died. Or it just dropped off. So I wonder if that's going to happen now when I do this. Oh. I kind of need to go a little bit higher. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just to keep it safe while I'm here. I am going to go and... because I don't want to crash this. Alright, let's not judge my terrible flying skills. There we go. So we're just going to lock on for the moment. So now we're locked. We can actually get out and... that was a mistake. Pressed the wrong button there. Alright, let's just jump back in. So, alright, we've got everything we need there. Underneath, though... oh, I didn't build these out. That's something I was going to do, which is why we're struggling with light. Alright, hopefully I can get the bits out of here. There we go. That's done. Alright, so let's just chuck these lights on. Nice. And then we've got that light underneath there. That light on the side there. And we should have a light on the side here, but we don't have one. So let's just jump quickly into here and type in light. And then just look at how this one was. So this one's like that there. Okay, so we're going to put one... oh, we're just going to put one there like that. Perfect, that's done. Alright, so then the last thing that we want to build here... now we have no space at the bottom, so we have to be aware of that. We have no space at the bottom. But we do have this space here on the medium cargo container. And so what we can do on the medium cargo container on both sides, and also on the docking port at the bottom, so we can do 4 of these. We're going to want to, first of all, we're going to want to do, for the conveyor, we're going to want to do a conveyor sorter.
Fuel low.
So we're going to want to do a conveyor sorter. We're going to want to, there we go. Let's just,
Fuel critical.
yep, let's just grab some fuel. And that means, because we're running out of fuel, that means our tank, which is nice and easy now. We can just do that. Done. Okay, so where was we? Okay, we want to grab a sorter, and then we also want to grab an extractor. So why can't we put an extractor down at the moment? It almost feels like we're missing. Like we haven't unlocked something. Okay, so it's not there. Let me see if I can find this. So there is an extractor that we're going to want. And for some reason, I don't know why, we can't yet. We haven't unlocked it. And I don't know why. So I just want to have a look around here. Not there. Definitely not there. This is all extract. Okay, that's a hangar door, so it's not there. None of that. Could be down here somewhere. Nope, it's not there. Magnetic plate. Is that something we haven't unlocked? Not there. No, I kind of feel like we've got everything. Small conveyor sorter, that's there. I feel like if we're going to have it, it's going to be kind of here in this area. Pistons, control panels, beacons, hinges. So, I don't know I don't know what it's called, but we need a way. So what we need to do is we need to be able to sort, to pull in, and then we need to be able to extract out. So it's like an exhaust system, right? So I don't know what it's called though. Let's go through all of these. This is sometimes this is a bit of a challenge when you're looking for these. So it's not here, it's not there, definitely not there. Automations, maybe no. This is all the download pack. It's not there. Not going to be part of the armor blocks. Don't think it's going to be part of the cockpit block. Nope. Not part of the consumables. Alright, let's have a look what we've got here. Reinforce. Okay, no. Oh, no, that's a small connector, so it's not that one. No, definitely not that one. Okay, so we've got the conveyor sorter. Collects items when they get close to the collector's funnel. Okay. So it's none of those. Conveyor cap. Use conveyor tubes and junctions to connect inventories of blocks so that items can move freely from one to another. Okay. Right, so it's not on grid automation. That's a sensor, timer block. Industrial block. No, it's not going to be in any of that, I don't believe. We'll just check over that anyway, but nope. It's not a large block. Not a power block. Production block. Nope, there's a projector. We'll talk about projectors later. It is a small block, but okay. So I'm a little bit lost as to where this is, unless it's part of another block. Ah, so maybe I tell you what, I'm getting mistaken. Maybe if I go back up to here. Ah, small conveyor. Conveyor sorter. Conveyor cap. Yeah, no, that's all part of that, isn't it? So it's not there. That's a collector. Connector, small connector. Yeah, that's all part of that. Conveyor junction. Yeah, so no, it's not part of that. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Because it should be there. You have a sorter. A small conveyor sorter. So we have a small merge block can be used to permanently collect two grids together. Okay. It's not that. Alright, well, I feel like we're just wasting a lot of time here for no reason. So I'll figure that out and I'll come back to you. All right, I did a little bit of research. I just paused the video while I did that, so I figured it out. It's a small conveyor sorter and a small connector. That's what I'm going to need. So, all right, we're going to do that here. We're going to put on here... we can do 4 of these, actually. So what we can do is we can actually do... We'll try 2, and we'll see how 2 goes. But if it doesn't work, we can always do more. We want to be careful when we're doing it as well. So we can put them at the very back. So we can put 1 here. That's going to be that, and then on the back of that we can put this. And so what this is going to do is we'll just set this up. It's going to look just like this. And then what we'll do is we'll just jump in the cab and we'll set this up quickly. So here we go. We've got the small connector. We're going to call that right, and at the start we'll just call that bore. And then we'll do this Ascent. We'll call this bore. Small conveyor sorter, and we'll call that right. We can just call it R. All right, so what we want to do is for the sorter, first of all. So now we've got the sorter. We want to drain all, but we want to whitelist, and we want to make sure we're whitelisting stone. Okay, so we're going to add stone to the list. That means it's going to drain all stone into the conveyor sorter, but it's going to be held in the conveyor sorter. So then what we need is a connector, and this one we're going to just click throw out. And what that's going to do is it's simply just going to throw out the it's not used for parking, it's just going to throw it out. So that doesn't matter, it's not going to lock or anything like that. That's it. So what will happen now is we'll get some stone in here, and that will just start throwing out the stone out of the side there. We can actually do that on both sides, but we can leave that one for now just to test it and see if it works. And if it works and we need some more, we can have one on the other side as well. So we'll test that. All right, so let's go and do what we was going to do. Sorry about that. I appreciate that took some time, but I am a bit of a noob if you're wondering why. The clue's in the name of the channel. I'm kind of undisputed. But look, these are problems that you're going to face, and these are things you're going to have to deal with. So it's kind of good to see how that works. Now, I thought I was looking for an extractor or an exhaust or something, but no, it's just it's the docking connector that you can just set to throw out, which works quite nicely. All right, so we're going to get some ice. The point here is we want some ice to be able to go into space. So let's slow ourselves down. We know that we've got some ice down here. And we've got loads. And this ice is in stone, which is perfect, because now we want to make sure we're turning this on and we're working this. So, all right, let's have a look. What have we got on us? Nothing's on us. All right, that's good. Good to know. We're empty at the moment, completely empty. So let's head down here. And let's grab some of this ice. But we're going to grab some of this stone to start with. So let's start grabbing this stone and see what happens. Now what we should do is start spitting it out the side. There we go. It's spitting it out the side. You can see that. Amazing. So this works. Now if we want to spit out more stone, we can just add more of these. So we've got a total of 4 that we can add here if we want to, but it's going to add a little bit more weight. And it's not hitting anything on the way, which is nice. Alright, let's see how we're doing. So, obviously, we've got a load of stone that we need to consider. There we go. So that's only doing like 173 at a time. So, we're effectively going to need like 4 of these. Really, I would say. We're going to need a lot more. But still cool that it's kind of spitting them all out. So just not much space, unfortunately, because they're small. But we could have 2 there on that side, and we could have 2 there on that side. So we can even have 1 on top, and if we wanted to, we could move that gyro and have 1 on the bottom. So we could, you know, we could really put a lot more on here. But for now, yeah, that's kind of dumped all that. It didn't take too long, to be honest. But that's dumped all of that out. So that's full, that's full, that's full. That's almost full. I think we're good. I think that's good. That works. There we go. So that's pretty cool. So again, just a sorter into a connector, like a dock connector, but a small one. So exactly what we got on the back of the ship, but just a smaller version of it. And it's set to dump all. Alright, we've got a lot of ice. Let's head back with this. Oh, we'll put another one on the other side as well, so we can really dump that stone out quickly. We're really heavy, and we're going to take ages to slow down. I've got 4 thrusters on the back, which is why I'm going to do it that way. Oh, I can't stop myself going down. Use those thrusters as well. There we go. The bottom thruster is not quite powerful enough to lift me up. I could do with another bottom thruster. I don't really have the space for it, but I could always extend this if I wanted to. I can put more thrusters on it. I can definitely put another, if I wanted to, put another cargo container on it to make it longer. And that way I can obviously stay out on farm for longer. It's definitely got the ability for me to do that. And no, that was a mistake. I'm going to crash. That's not too bad. That's how heavy I am. Once I press that C button, if I don't counter it very quickly, it just throws me into the ground. So let's just head back. Alright, so first off, going to line up that way, then going to line up this way. There we go, and we're on. So nice. Lock that off. And we're all good. And all of that ice is now on there, so we'll be able to jump out of here now. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to chuck some ice into here, because I think that's going to be important to fill that up. So let's just fill up our tank. We're going to take our O2 with us now, because we're going to need it. We're actually going to be out in space. Oh, we can't go down at the moment. Oh, this isn't connected. I forgot. My bad. So I'm actually going to have to jump down here into the refinery. I'm going to have to grab that ice. Wow, it's all stuck in connector 5 at the moment. Okay. Alright, let me just chuck that down there. I want to fill this up so we've got some in here. Alright, there's enough in there now, so we're not going to worry about that. I actually need to grab some more, so let's... Well, this is now connected to this, so I should effectively be able to jump into this ship now. Because it should be connected, right? So I should be able to pull all of the ice from here, but I cannot. Okay, I mean, it is connected, so it should work. Let's see why not. So I cannot pull that through. Maybe it's because of this sorter here. So maybe one of the things I need to do here is whitelist ice, maybe? Do you know what we're going to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're actually just going to remove this. I feel like this is just a bit of a waste. Now, I'm a little bit concerned if I do this, that whole thing's going to fall off. So we're going to save it just in case. Because I think as soon as I do this... Yep. Okay. Okay, so that can stay there for a minute. We're going to go and put a new connector on. Okay, so along with the connector, We don't need the conveyor. That can go. Bit of a waste.
Inventory full.
All right, let's dump all of those bits off there. Grab that there. All right, so that can stay there. That's fine. What we're going to do here is we can put a T-junction on here. So we're going to go and grab a tube. So we're going to want to grab that. And then we're going to want to grab a conveyor tube. So the idea behind this one actually, that's not going to work. We are going to need the not the sorter per se. We're not going to need a sorter, but we are going to need just like a conveyor. Don't really know if I want a conveyor junction, but then I think that's all I can have, so yeah, that's a small conveyor. We just want like a normal conveyor, right? Well, maybe that is the one we're going to use because I don't think that's going to fit. You know what? We'll just stick that on there. We'll try it, see if it works. Need an interior plate. Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, my bad. And then we're going to need that on there as well. And we need a steel plate. Okay. Oh, we're actually missing some bits. Grab these steel plates. I did have these on there, so I don't know where they've gone. Oh, I think I might have put them in the back of there. Right, let's jump in the ship. Oh, I've still got it connected. I've just realised. I'm still connected to it. That's okay, interesting. Okay. I just realised that. Let's dump all of that and then open up that. Wow, that's all of the ice that's in there. Okay. That was where the ice was. All right, let's jump back into that ship, and let's just fix that connection, shall we? There we go. Beautiful. That's still in the bore drill. We're going to fill ourselves up so we've got a lot of ice on us, and then now that should. Can we? Well, we can't put it in there. Where is the large? So we want to put this into the large container. There we go. So it works now. Okay, so that all worked. So grabbing all of that and putting it all into the large container for now. So that the ship is completely empty. That's done. Cool. We've got enough on us, so that's good. So we're good there. So we'll leave that now. That can just charge up. That's all good. We'll leave that as it is. Got a little platform. That's all good. Now we need to come and jump into this ship. And what we should be able to do from this ship is we should be able to load up. So this is just our ship, but this is where the large cargo container is. Perfect. Alright, so we want to load this up with as much as we can. So the H2 generators, we can't put this into here though, so I don't know. These small hydrogen tanks, they're not taking... I have to figure out what to put in there. I thought that was ice, but maybe I'm wrong. We can also fill up the cargo as well. So we can get a considerable amount here. Now that seems to be going down. But I'm not sure why, because we're not using anything, so... But we've got enough in the cargo now, so the cargo's full. This is going down, but I don't actually know why. So let's have a look at the control panel, and let's look at the ship. Turn off auto refill for a second. See if that makes a difference. I think that's still going down though. Yeah, so it must be charging. Okay, so, alright. We'll come back to that. We'll figure that out in a minute. Everything else there is good for now. Just got to figure out the... Okay. I'm going to put that in discharge mode just for a second. I just want to test. I want to test this. So 907. Still going down. So I need to figure out why the... Oh, maybe it's because I'm using up O2 because I'm sitting in my ship. Okay, so hold on a sec. So what if I got out of my ship now? Because that's a bit weird. What if I got out of my ship? Is that still... Let's just jump onto the ground for a second and check this out. So, in the ship, this one, 851, is that still going down? It is still going down. So I don't actually know why the O2 H2 generator is going down. Hold on. That's not that one. Yeah, I don't know why it's going down. I don't know where it's being used. So maybe I can disconnect it and then have a look and see. But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be going down. Like, there's no reason I can see that to be going down at the moment. So, all right. Well, we're going to head out anyway. We'll leave that on there. We'll do that. That's fine. I want to kind of figure out, because obviously we don't want to be draining for no reason. That's... Ah, look. There it is. There it is. We found the problem. We found the problem. There it is. Got one thruster turned on. All right. So I've missed a thruster. I thought that was a bit strange. It didn't make sense to me. I had to kind of figure it out, but we got there in the end. So, okay. It's a thruster problem. So, let's jump into the ship and... let's just take a moment to just acknowledge my stupidity. Alright, so if I go to the... this is going to be the gyro thrust. So there's one missing here. Which is this one here. Look, that one's missing. So I want to include that in the group. But also I want to just turn it off right now. So toggle block off. All right, that should have fixed the problem. So now, if I have a look here, that should not be going down anymore. 629. No, it is still going down. All right, so let's have a quick look. Well, that one's still not included in the group. It's because I didn't save it. All right, so these are all off. The up ones are off. Yeah. Let's visually get out and check. That's going to be even easier. Right, I believe everything is now off. Okay, cool. So let's jump in the ship and check one last time. That should now not be moving. 546. It is still going down. So there has to be something else. There has to be something else that's using this. So let's go and have a look around. It's not those. Right, it's not the 4 that are on top. It's not the 4 that are on the back. It's nothing underneath that's using it. There's nothing on the front that's using it. So they are all off. Maybe the battery? Maybe there's a bit of battery charge, but that should be coming from there, surely. It's still going down. Huh. I don't know why. I don't know what's using it. Let's try just turning the ship off for a minute. Obviously, that's going to hold it. That's fine. All right. Well, that's good. At least we know that it works. Let's go into space. We'll figure that problem out later. All right. So to get into space, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go straight up. We're going to use our thrusters from our battery to get us up. So let's do this. We're going to disconnect from this. So we're going to press 8. We're going to turn our thrusters on. And we're just going to go straight up. We got our parking gear on? No. Alright, so we're just using these atmospheric thrusters at the moment to get us up out of the atmosphere. We've got the 6 of these, so we're good. We've got our oxygen and our hydrogen with us, so we're good to go. It's taken a while to get to this point, but we are ready. We are going to leave Earth. That's the plan anyway. I think we should just press escape, and we should probably press save, just in case anything goes wrong. So we're just holding the spacebar and nothing else. And that is going to allow us to look around. So everything there is working. And we can just keep heading up. So we're heading up 100 meters a second at the moment. Alright, so now we're getting to a point. We're quite high now. So we're like 6,000 meters up. And you can kind of see we're slowing down. We're down at 70 meters a second. And these are starting to not be as effective now at this altitude. So we're going to keep going until we slow down to the point where we can't go anymore. And then we're going to turn off number 1 and turn on number 2. So our number 1 thrusters at the moment are getting us this far. And that's doing that on battery power alone. We've got 53 minutes of battery power, so we're in a really good place right now, battery-wise. Oh, we're still going up with those, so it's like we've just found a little bit of a... Gonna straighten up just a little bit, so we're nice and straight. Looking at that. Alright, we're actually going back down now, so now we're actually going down. We're not going up anymore. So now we're going to turn on these thrusters. We are now just using these thrusters and nothing else. We've turned off the first, and we're using the second. Now, we can only go 100 meters a second. We can't go any more than that. we're actually too heavy. Alright, we're actually falling back to Earth really badly. Alright. Good to know, good to know. So we're actually not able to get up at the moment. Let's just level ourselves off again. Alright, we're climbing again. Let's try this again. So, okay. So a slight problem that we've got then. We're a bit too heavy at the moment, but I'm not sure why. Kind of feel like we should be okay. We're climbing up again though, so that's good. We are using up a lot of our battery though to get this high. Right, we're slowing down. Now we're going to turn on those thrusters and we're going to keep going. So we're going to keep heading up. Now we can only go 100. Alright, now we're going up. So this is working. We can only go 100 meters a second. So if we keep ourselves just full power, we're going to be burning fuel for no reason. So we want to watch that meters per second and we want to kind of just... We just want to touch the throttle. You know, we just want to keep it tapping like this. Now we're actually going down again, so that's no good. There we go. Now we're going up. There we go. Now we want to get that going. Straight up now. There we go. Now we're getting out. Alright, so this is good. So we're only using these 4 thrusters and we're keeping it just under 100. So if we hold it here, that's as fast as we can go. So all we're doing is we're just burning fuel for no reason. So what we're going to do is we're just going to let it just tick down just a little bit. Just feather the throttle just to get us out. Now we're facing the right way. And we're starting to make some decent progress now. 10,000 meters. And what we're looking at the bottom is where it says P gravity. P gravity. So we can see, I'm looking at P gravity. There we go. Now we're in a good place. So, still heading up. Just double check. Yeah, we can see we're just exiting the Earth's orbit. We're down to, planet gravity is down to 0.69. 0.69, which means it's getting easier for us to get out. We've still got 82% of our H2O now. Our batteries are good at the moment. We've got 7 hours worth of battery, so we're solid there. We don't need to worry about that. And we're able to, as we get outside the atmosphere, burn less of the hydrogen, so we're not using as much. So, again, you have to kind of science the shit out of this to figure it out. But it does make sense when you think about it. So we don't want to burn too much hydrogen at the start. Using hydrogen in the atmosphere is going to burn a lot of it. So we use the atmospheric thrusters to get us up as high as we can go. And then we burn the hydrogen and only the back. See, we haven't turned on any of the sides. We're not burning and wasting it for no reason. And so now what we're able to do is conserve a lot of our hydrogen to get us out. And as you can see now, we're making pretty good progress. We're almost out of the atmosphere. Look, we're at planet gravity now is at 0.67. But we're actually starting to fall again now, so... There we go. Heading up again now, so that's good. So we've got to make sure that we're actually going in the right direction. Because our velocity could be 100 meters a second, but that could be 100 meters a second forward, or it could be 100 meters a second backwards. So we need to make sure that we don't, because if we stop, we're gonna fall out of space. We're gonna fall out. We need to make sure that we're heading the right way. So we're looking at the meters, and the meters, as long as we're getting further away from Earth, that's the key here. And that's working at the moment. You can see we're like 30 kilometers away from our base. And that P gravity now, planet gravity is down to 0.56. So we're almost halfway out the atmosphere. We are burning a decent amount. We're down to 75%, so we've used up a quarter of our hydrogen. We can probably be a bit more efficient with this, but at the moment, this works. And we're not going to keep burning for no reason. There's no point just holding it. We're not going to go any faster than 100 meters a second. We just want to keep touching it. And we're just holding it at that range. Alright. Planet gravity now at 0.45, so we're getting closer to space. Getting closer to space. We can kind of look around. There's the planet. You can see the ozone, you can see the atmosphere there. It looks incredible, by the way. It does look amazing. See the clouds there. Kind of see the world. All the mountain ranges. All the places you can spawn. And we can actually go to any part of that planet. We can just go and fly down there and there's a big planet. And there's lots of different planets. So, just again, you can see a planet there over in the distance. Lots of places to explore. But right now we're heading out into space. Almost there. 0.35 now on the gravity. So we're getting closer. Getting closer. This little ship's on its way. Now we do still have gravity, so we have to be careful, because if we stop, we are going to start falling back down. But we're up to 20,000 meters. 20,000 meters up now. 40 kilometers away from our base. Alright, almost 3/4 of the way there. As you can see, it takes quite a while, but we are in just a little basic ship. If you had a big ship with huge engines, we can get out of here a lot quicker. But at the moment, this is kind of the best we can do with this, which is all good. Okay. Now at 0.19, so very close. There's an asteroid over there. We're getting closer to space now. Starting to see other planets. Starting to see... Doesn't actually look too far away. Starting to see an asteroid there in the distance. Don't know how far away that is, but... As you can see, we're flying towards stuff. Now, there's going to be NPCs out here. There's going to be other... not other players, because we're on an offline server, but there's going to be AI we're going to encounter. Don't forget, there's also hostile factions out here, so we're going to have to consider those. There's going to be lots of things that we can do. I'm going to explore all of that. There's trading that you can do. There's fighting that you can do. You can set up a space station, and that's going to be our next objective. Our next objective here is going to be to set up a space station outside the Earth's orbit, so that we can head up from Earth. We can then refuel and restock before we head back down, and we've got that kind of that system. And then eventually we can set up drones, and those drones are going to be able to ferry cargo backwards and forwards between Earth and the space station. And we'll be able to do that. And if we have a second respawn point, then we'll be able to respawn. We'll be able to respawn if we want to, either on Earth, or if we need to, we'll be able to respawn outside of Earth. Alright, 0.1 now. So 0.1, almost there, almost outside. And we're at 76%, so we've used up a quarter of our hydrogen to get us out into space, which isn't bad going. We could have quite easily burnt through 100% and not even got this far, so we're going to use a lot less hydrogen now that we're out. And there's definitely other things that we can do to make this easier, to improve this. But we're almost there now, so 0.08. Okay. Just a little bit more. Almost out. We're passing those asteroids, but because those asteroids are kind of just inside the... they're just inside the gravity world there. I'm not actually going to use or go to those. I'm going to look for something else. And actually, wow, there's a whole clump of asteroids just over there. We might actually start heading towards those, you know. Let's get out of gravity first. There you go, look, lots of asteroids there. That's pretty cool. Another clump of asteroids over there. .05 now. Oh, there's an unknown signal that's just appeared. There we go, we're outside now. So now we are going to turn off those, or turn on these thrusters as well. And there we go, we are officially in space. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in space. This is it, we made it. We're in space. So we can now start to move. Obviously we've got all of this hydrogen. We actually want to turn off... Okay, so that's the other one that we need to do, so we haven't done that yet. So we can press K and we can set up another group now, and we're going to set up a group for the backwards. So we've got these two, which are backwards, so we're going to set up a group for... it's going to be ship, hydro, back, thrust. And we actually just want to turn those off for the moment. So we're going to set up a group for those. So to do that, we're going to press G. We're going to look for the groups. We're going to look for hydro back thrust. Okay, and that we're going to set as number 4. And that will be just to be toggling on and off. So if we turn those off, now when we go forward, there's nothing pulling us back. See, if I turn that off, then I go forward, and when I stop, it pushes us backwards. So we don't want to do that. We actually want to coast forwards at the moment. So we've got the ability now to turn those on and off. We should do that on all ships, to be honest. Right, we're going to head over here to this little... okay, this little asteroid patch. Just remember that as we get a bit closer, because now we're just coasting. We've got nothing to slow us down now. There's nothing to stop us. So we have to remember, effectively, space brakes, which are... Again, this is just a good way to use a little bit less hydrogen. We're actually getting our hydrogen filled up at the moment. So we're going to turn those back on now. So that's going to slow us down. So we're going to get to the point where we're not moving. And that would just hold us at 0. So now we're just floating. Alright, so if we have a look at our ship and have a look at what's happening in our ship's cargo. You can see here we've got a decent amount. We can move that across here. So now we can fill up this generator. Don't know why the tanks aren't filling up at the moment. No, we need to figure that one out. But the O2H2 generator is working. It's pumping everything around. So we're in a good place. So right, we've got enough to get us back down if we need to. What we want to do right now though is want to go and land on one of these asteroids. So this one looks pretty cool. I think we can go and check this one out. I tend to always aim off to the side of these. That way you don't crash into it. I want to put our parking gear down, but we can't do that just yet. So let's just get to the edge of this. And let's go and land. Let's go and land. Let's go and land on an asteroid. Right, there we go. You can see we're getting a little bit closer now. Our very first space rock. Okay, we're going to come down. Nice and easy. And we're going to put this down just here. Parking engaged. There we go. So we are now parked. And because we are parked, we could turn off our thrusters because we don't need them anymore because we're just obviously burning for no reason. So we can turn all of that off, turn those off as well. And now because we're parked, we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to conserve. I'm hoping anyway we're going to conserve as much of this as possible. So there's 1,000 in there. It's going to still keep going down. But I believe that's going down because it's using oxygen. So if I head outside now, make sure I've got my oxygen tank on me and I've got my helmet on. Make sure I've got my helmet on. I'm going to get my drill. Because with my drill, I should be able to look around. And what I'm looking for are resources. Pretty much like what I would do on Earth. So I'm just going to look over this asteroid and I'm going to see if I can find anything. And what I'm kind of looking for at the moment is pretty much just anything that is worth mining. Now, asteroids, pretty much like on Earth, normally they have 1, 2, or 3. Depends on what the resource is. There we go, look. There's some iron up here. We don't really want that, but good to know. So we can map this out as we were before. So we can say new current position. We can call this space iron. Okay. So we now know that that's there. All right, let's have a look and see if we can find anything else. So like the iron, we're going to keep an eye out, see if there's anything else on here. What we're really looking for, and one of the most important things that we want, is ice. Ice is going to be really, really important for us because we're going to need that to be able to refuel. So again, just kind of checking this out, having a look around, seeing if there's anything there. Also checking out these little ones here. So if we can find any platinum, that would be amazing. Platinum would be great. If we can't find any platinum, then uranium as well is something else we'll look for. These are things that are going to help us to build reactors. They're going to help us to build better tools and things like that. So yeah, we're going to check all of these little asteroids out. You never know, it could be anywhere. And pretty much like we did on Earth, we're just going to map out now to make sure that we've got kind of a decent understanding of what's around. And at the moment, actually here, not really finding much at all. Now, we're not really using much oxygen. We're not really using that much hydrogen, which is good, not compared to when we was on Earth anyway. Wow, really not much here at all, to be honest. Oh, I just saw something. Oh, more. Oh, that's the iron. Okay. Basically, just looks like more iron. Take a little moment, and if we can find Earth. There we go. Look, just appreciate Earth for a moment. How incredible that looks. Alright, our ship is over there. We've got the antenna on our ship, which is good because the antenna is telling us where we are. It's broadcasting our signal. So that's good. Way we can find our way back to it, but I don't actually feel like there's much. I don't actually feel like there's much here, to be honest. I mean, we can keep looking. Yeah, we want to keep checking, so we're going to keep looking around, seeing if there's anything at all. If not, then we'll just go to another cluster and we'll do the same thing again. And this is kind of all we're going to do at the moment. It's going to take some time, but this is it. Now, there's a lot of things to do here. Again, if we press I and look at our factions, Space Pirates, we've got a Sprat and a Spid. There's a lot of undiscovered, so we haven't seen anyone yet, but I'm sure in time we're going to uncover lots of different factions and things like that as well. for now, we're just looking for some resources. Not actually having much luck at the moment, to be honest. I was hoping we'd find a little bit more than this, but nothing really here. Alright, let's head back to the ship. Either I just missed it because I'm not very good, or there is absolutely nothing here. Not kind of sure which, but we can go and find another asteroid. We can do the same thing again. So you need to be about 50 meters out to be able to see anything. Yeah, it's just iron. I don't think there's anything else there, just iron, so we'll leave that. Yeah, we're going to pop back to our ship. Let's just check this one out. I don't think we did this one. Could be something on here. Nope. Not really finding anything at all. You might also want to turn off all your other markers. So things like this. We don't want to kind of show any of that at the moment. This is all the stuff that's on Earth. We don't need to see that. The only thing we'll keep at the moment is the base. There we go. So we've got space iron, antenna. Everything else is kind of turned off at the moment. Also, with a ship's antenna, we can rename that. Alright, so let's just jump back in our ship. Alright, so this is called Spaceship. If we go to the control panel, look for our ship antenna, we can actually rename this if we wanted to. So show ship name. There we go. Spaceship. And we can, if we wanted to, change the colour of that as well, just to make it a little bit easier for us, because let's have a look. So go to control panel, look for our antenna. Okay. That's everything we need. Let's take off. Need to make sure obviously we put our thrusters on. So for that we're going to put 2 and 3 on. Wait, did we? Yeah, we did. Okay. So parking's released and away we go. We can go over this way, check this one out. And we're just going to do this now between just between different different asteroid clusters, just to make sure that we cover everything and we've seen everything that's out here. And yeah, that's it. We're in space. We're going to try and find some other factions. We'll try and find some space stations. I'm sure we'll get into a fight. We have no weapons on this ship, so we can't really fight on this ship. So this is really just this is an initial exploration. And if all goes well, then later on we can come back up here. We can bring battleships up here. We can set up a base up here. Ideally, what we want to do, if we can find a decent asteroid up here with water on it or with ice, we might just set up like a temporary base. And then we've got a point where we can just aim for. So when we leave Earth, we kind of aim for this point, and this becomes our little space station. But yep, that's pretty much it so far. So we've made it out into space. We are truly a space engineer. And what an amazing moment. Starting off just landing on that planet, to being able to build our base, to be able to build our first mining ship, to be able to get all the resources to now build this ship. And now you should have pretty good understanding of everything you need to do in this game. Now, there's a lot more to do. We haven't even started yet. We've covered the basics. This, I would say, 8 hours that I've been recording for you guys. We're not even 10 hours into gameplay, and right now we've covered the basics. You pretty much know how to do what you need to do, but how you do it now, that's the key. What you do. How do you build? Do you build just for functionality? Do you build for cosmetics? Do you automate things? Are you efficient? Do you make things work well? Do you struggle? Do you keep crashing your ship? Oh, what's that over there? Look at that. You see those dots? Some red dots there. Let's go and check that out. There's some more red dots over there. This is looking good. This is looking good. Let's land here. See what we've got on the surface here. Right, that is going to auto land us, by the way. So when we get close enough, there you go. That's just going to auto land us. So now we can just turn that off. 2 and 3. We've got our drill. Now, if we start drilling these rocks,
Inventory full.
oh, this is iron ore. They're just going to float away. So yeah, this is iron. They're just going to float away. I need to put that in the ship's cargo. So we're going to have to chase it. There's just a lot of iron there. That's all that is. But good to know. Let's keep looking around. It's on the surface. So sometimes you'll see stuff on the surface. Sometimes it'll be buried. But you can see by the colours of it, you know what you're looking at. We could probably do with some more lighting on us. Okay, we'll go and check out over here. Still not found any ice. We will do though. We found some more iron and that's cool. It's a good starting point. We can also press I, go to our GPS, and if we have our ship, we can set a GPS marker up for our ship. We can change the colour of it. So that's something we'll want to do as well a bit later. But for now, we're just going to explore these asteroids and just see what we can find. Although this one, unfortunately, is just iron again. Yeah, not having much luck with these. Sometimes there's stuff just inside these, so it's always worth checking them out. There's another one here. This isn't actually that far away, so we'll just go and check this one out because you never know. You got to have your drill out as well. That's a bit too far, actually. I think I'm getting carried away. So we've done 12 kilometers from that one to this one. There is some more iron here, so we will mark this up. We can definitely do some freighter runs. We can come out here with some big drilling ships. Oh, what's that? There we go. What have we found here? That is magnesium. Okay. And iron. There you go. We've found some stuff here. We don't actually need magnesium. We don't need iron, but we're going to mark it up anyway. So GPS new conditions. So we'll call this one space. Iron plus mag. Alright, now this is obviously going to take a long time. I'm going to do this off screen because I don't think you need to see this anymore. I think you get the point of what it is we're doing. And yeah. This is just what we need to do now. We just need to keep doing this, going back and forth and sorting all of this stuff out. Making sure that we check everything out. So, yeah, we're good. 5,000 meters should be more than enough to broadcast. We shouldn't have to go any further than that. But in terms of that, I think we're done now. We're at a pretty good point where there's not really much else we need to do. Yep, we're good. At this stage, it's just simply a case of us taking off and going and looking for another asteroid and just marking up everything in a local area. So there's another big one here. We'll go and check this one out. Again, the good thing about this landing gear is we don't actually need to land. We can just get close. We can even set up some automations here. So we can set some automations up so that when we land, it turns all of our thrusters off so we don't have to do it. And when we unpark, then it will turn our thrusters on. Like there's lots of stuff you can do with this. But I'm going to let you enjoy that and figure that out for yourself at the moment. Oh, there's something over there. I think that was probably some more iron. Does look like more iron. Alright, so there's a lot of iron out here. Okay. Good to know. And some more magnesium as well. But no water yet. And water's really, or ice is really what we're looking for. So there will be ice on some of these. Sometimes it's really easy to see, like visually, you can just see exactly what you're looking for. Sometimes a little bit harder. Which is why you kind of sometimes need to be close. Because if you do need to drill in, if it's in the center, you want to be able to pick up on the radar. Also, if you're on the dark side, sometimes it's hard to see as well. Right, we've already done that one over there. Nothing on this one though, unfortunately. Just the magnesium that we found, which is there. So what I think we'll do is we'll just put iron plus mag. Nope, that was the wrong one. There we go. You can see our base quite a long way away. Let's get back to the spaceship. We're going to check this one out while we're here as well. It's not too far away. You never know, there might be something on here. The little tiny patch there. That looks like pretty much it. But I think this is enough to get you started. So you absolutely know what you're doing now, and you know what you need to go and do. So map out resources, go and explore, have some fun, try not to die. Definitely be good to get some weapons at some point and have a ship that's got some military capability as well, because you're going to need that. We'll just mark out this because it's just some more iron. A lot of iron out here. But I think if we're going to do this now, we're going to want to come out here with a big ship with a lot of cargo space. So we can effectively bring out like one of those large cargo boxes. We can bring one of those like sort of things out. That sort of space is what we're going to be looking for. All right. Let's get back to our ship. Can't really see much else at the moment. And as I said, if we keep an eye on this, we're doing pretty well at the moment. We're almost halfway through the stuff that we've got on there. We've still got all of this in our cargo. We do need to, like, we don't have that long, so we do need to start considering, like, how we're going to get back. So what I'm going to do at the moment, I'm actually going to put, like, 500. Actually, no, I'm going to put another 500. So I'm going to put 1,000 into our cockpit. This is our emergency, we must leave. So once this cargo's empty, we really have to have found some more. And if we haven't, yeah, we're gonna be in problem. But we just need a little bit of ice. If we can just find a little bit of ice, something to drill. We've been to that one. I think we've been to this one over here as well. Where are we going next? We've done those ones over there. Let's go and do these ones over here. You can kind of see where we're mapping. Where we've been. And yeah, nice little ship. Works really well for us. We haven't actually experienced any NPCs or anything like that out here at the moment, so that's actually a little bit of a surprise. I thought we would have by now. Oh, we haven't done this one. Let's go and do this one over here. Just making sure we don't enter back into gravity either, so just keeping an eye on our distance. That P gravity is the planet gravity is what we're looking for. Just making sure we don't accidentally start falling back down to Earth unnecessarily. Alright, quite a distance to this one. This will be the last one. Once we've done this one, I will simply end the video. If we don't find any water, that's okay. There's another cluster just down there. Oh, now we're starting to hit that gravity. You see how the planet gravity's just come back now? So we're going to head away from that one. That one's not one that we're going to want to mark up. Right, now we're outside the gravity. So that one was really close. That one there just inside the gravity of the planet, which means if we sit on there, we're going to burn fuel. We kind of really don't want to do that. We'll go and check this one out. We can have warp drives as well, so if we want to cover large distances, we can do that. Actually, this one's a little bit closer. Let's do this one first. Okay, we're going to offset from it just in case we come flying into it. We shouldn't, but we should definitely bear that in mind. And yeah, pretty solid ship. I mean, we could make it look a lot prettier. That's definitely for sure. It's very basic, its components, and if we unfortunately hit anything in this ship, it's going to fall apart. We're going to lose thrusters. So, armoring it up and covering it up would not be a bad idea. Oh, I just realised whilst we're doing this, we actually have those front thrusters on, which, again, bit of a waste. Now we've turned them off, we're just going to keep going forward. We just remembered to turn them on just as we get a bit closer. So effectively 4 is our space break. So we can turn those on. Let's slow us down nicely. All right, last one. See what we can find. Locked down, which means all of that now goes off. And out we go. Now again, the other thing you have to remember is that you do not open your helmet, because if you open your helmet, you're going to start to die. Remember, we are in space. And so that is going to hurt you. So just bear that in mind. Checking these little ones out. Nothing here. I was really, really hoping we could find something nice before this ends. There is an online signal which we can go and check out after this, but it's just going to be another one of those beacons. I don't think there's anything out here. Asteroids normally have something on them, so the fact that this one hasn't is a bit strange. Wow. We are not having much luck with these asteroids. Okay, well, we're going to continue to just adventure around here and map everything out and just make sure we're covering as much of these asteroids as we can. And then we're going to head back down to Earth afterwards. So once everything's mapped out, we'll head back down to Earth, we'll resupply, and then we'll look at building a bigger ship so that we can come and do a bigger run. But the idea here is we want to try and get as much information as we can so that when we're doing something, we're doing it with purpose. See, at the moment, if we're just exploring and we're just kind of figure out data, what we're doing, where we're doing it, we want to just use a little ship that if something happened to it, yeah, it's not a problem. But eventually what we want to do is we want to build a wall. On that wall, we're going to attach welders. Those welders will build ships for us. So we'll be able to create a blueprint for a ship, and then we'll just be able to print those ships. We won't actually have to build it anymore. We can automate that entire process. So then we'll have ships being built. We can have all AI, automatic ships going and doing things for us. Especially doing like cargo runs and things like that. We can start to explore other planets. Set up bases on other planets as well, do the same thing, find different resources, then we can start trading. We can start to earn some money, we can go and buy some ships, or we can go and fight some people and steal some ships. Lots to do. Now what we're trying to find at the moment, there's only 3 things we actually really care about out here. And that is platinum, uranium, and ice. Everything else is... just not that important, you know? Oh, there's some magnesium there. I just saw it. I think it's on this side, though. Oh, maybe that's actually inside. Yeah, so that's inside. Alright, well, I mean, we can mark it. I don't think it's on the surface, so we can mark it. At least then we know we've been here. We should also mark them up if there's nothing on them if it's empty, because at least we've marked them. Otherwise we're not going to know. Oh, there it is. There's the magnesium. Oh, some nickel as well. I just saw that. There's a nickel. So that last one that we just did, which was magnesium, that will be plus nickel. Okay. Is there anything else on here? Making sure you don't bounce off of these too much because you don't want to hurt yourself. Oh, look, there's the nickel. Wow, loads of nickel. Huge deposit of nickel. It is possible that we're going to miss something, so you might not always get what you're looking for. We're actually inside this now. This could become like a little base. It's a pretty cool asteroid. If this had ice on it, it would be perfect for a base. I think we're done. I don't think we're going to find anything else on here, though. Let's head back to the spaceship. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it. We're just going to continue to do this to get as much information as we can whilst we're out here. We can go and check out this unknown signal quickly. And then that's pretty much us done. Hopefully you found this useful. We're going to slow down because we're getting a lot closer to this now. We don't want to hit this as we go past it. Oof, nearly. Alright, so we're just going to hold that ship there. Inside we've got some credits. Oh, we've got a canvas. So there is a canvas inside, we just need to find a button to press. Grab our canvas. Leopard suit. Very nice. We don't actually need to worry about taking that off, it's fine. Although if we do want another light, maybe we can take the light. There we go, we'll take the light, so we've got that. And we just head to this asteroid. This will be the last one we do, and we're going to end the video. It's been just over 2 hours, so that's 8 hours in total you've had, and or more than that now, probably 9 hours in total. Hopefully it's been useful. Obviously you can see this part of the game. This bit's a little bit boring to do this, but it's kind of necessary. You have to go through this process, but it's a lot more enjoyable than mining stone with a drill. Yeah, there's moments in this game where you'll go through elements of boredom, and then lots of fun. So you just need to consider that and bear that in mind. But if you get bored at this point, you can always go into different scenarios. You can go back to the sandbox mode. You understand the core concept of the game now, and you've always got this place to come back to if you want to. But the key here is to make sure that you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself. So if it gets a bit boring, you get a bit stressed, then obviously don't feel like you have to do this. You know, building up reputation with the factions, finding the factions, fighting some of them. That stuff's fun, but you don't kind of want to cheat your way there. If you work towards it, it makes it more rewarding. So, yeah, suffering from running out of hydrogen, getting stranded in space, blowing yourself up, getting killed, you know, all of this stuff, it's all good fun. And it's all part of the game. So, yeah, enjoy yourself, have fun, and thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. But for now, this is the end of this beginner's guide. I think we've covered the very basics, and I'm not good enough at the moment to be able to give you any advanced tips. But what I will do in the description is I will post the link to 2 separate content creators who I believe make incredible content for this game. And I highly, highly, highly recommend checking them both out. I definitely did. They helped me get started. And thanks to them, I was able to learn a lot about this game. So, yeah, I would recommend, if you've watched me, definitely go ahead and watch them. Some of the stuff that I've covered is going to be the same in their videos, but they go through stuff in much better detail. They explain it much better. And, yeah, you might find you learn a lot more from them. So, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. I look forward to getting better and coming back with some more videos in the future. All right, everyone, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.